now when actors make very weird, stupid demands, nothing that really helps the product, I feel like, can't you see that ये आप सिर्फ बोझ बन रहे हो उस प्रोजेक्ट पे जिसने आपको काम देना है. I had one person ask me कि आज हमने आपके सेट का डिनर नहीं खाया है तो आप हमें 50 रुपए प्रोटीन शेक के दे दोगे. They want everything to be paid by the everything. Put those injections and put all of that in your face. Maybe today I'll just maybe look sexy for about 3 to 4 years. Yeah. But I'm also going to age 10 years younger. Hello, Sat Shri Akal ji, मैं हूँ Sargun Mehta and you're watching me on ETimes.
Hello and welcome to ETimes. Joining us today is Sargun Mehta, who is all set for her new movie Jatt nu Chudail Takri. Was I right?
You're the only one who actually pronounced it so correctly the first time. Really? There's people like Takri. I'm like Takri, guys. How do you not know that?
I was practicing it. I was like, I do not have to mess up. But you tell me. So you are an actor, you're a producer, you're an entrepreneur. You dance so well. Is there something that you can't do?
Honestly, I want to make sure that I'm able to do everything. But there are certain things that I currently can't do, like singing. But I'm trying to get better at that also.
Okay. So means we can see you singing and
I really hope you do.
Okay. So I have to ask you, how do you handle all these hats so effortlessly all the time?
You never do that on your own. It's because you have everybody supporting you. Like I think I have a great support system in Ravi. I have a great support system in my in-laws. Or literally like, जब free होगी बेटा तभी call करना. If you're free, come. Like they're so nice. My parents, they're all just thinking. They know that she's very ambitious. There's a lot that she wants to do. तो वो हर चीज़ में सिर्फ support कर रहे हैं. They're not becoming a roadblock to it.
I have to ask you this. You've gone from TV to Punjabi industry and you're the biggest star in Punjabi film industry right now. How do you see like that now that the Punjabi films are getting even wider audiences as compared to before when you ventured into it? So what do you, how do you feel about the growth of the industry and where do you think it's heading next?
We were just talking right now that the growth is incredible. When I went into the industry, there was nobody wanting to touch it with a 10-foot pole, I'm thinking. Yeah. Because there was only an example of about 1 or 2 films that had done great back there. When I ventured into it, people told me to not do it, but I had left everything for it. Because I said, pata nahi, I can feel like it's my calling. I need to this is what I want to do. जब मेरी पहली film over हुई, I'm like, okay, so where do I look for work now? Like, अगली film कैसे मिलती है, Yeah. And you're feeling like there's going to be a great lineup because people are asking you that. And I went back and I realized there are only 6 films made in a year. So there's really nothing that you can really look forward to. Maybe 1 film, maybe 2, Now there are 70 films made in a year. That doesn't say that we've started to work more. That says that there's so much influx of money in the industry because there is growth. Because, we are giving the numbers, people are feeling safer with their money, there's lesser risk, more films. Yeah. And it's great where we are heading. So I think in the next 10 years, I'm seeing us really at the top.
Inshallah. But, I have to ask you this. While you've, created such a big mark in Punjabi film industry now, what was that first time, when you got that recognition for your character in a Punjabi film and, people within Punjab started to recognize you? What was the kind of experience that you had then?
So, जब मेरी पहली film hit हुई ना, I was like, I didn't come to know. Okay. So people are calling me saying कि अरे बहुत अच्छा काम किया. I'm like, पता नहीं कौन random लोग मुझे phone कर रहे हैं. In fact, that day my mom had booked the wrong theatre for the entire family. We were some 80 people going for my film because it was my first film, And my mom booked the wrong theatre. We wanted to go to the other theatre which was like a bigger one, in the bigger mall. So I told my brother, I said, oof, yaar, she's done it wrong. वो time match नहीं कर रहा है. So about like 11 in the morning, we wanted to change the theatre and it was a 7 p.m. show. And he looked at me and he said, yaar, house full hai, Sargun, kahin nahi mil rahi hai ticket. And I got really upset. I said, house full hai, mama, ticket nahi mil rahi. And we're like, what is it? And he's like, Sargun, koi ticket hi nahi mil rahi hai. I'm like, acha. And then we went online to see कि मतलब 3-4 दिन, like it was a massive blockbuster, the first film that I did. And I'm like, what just happened? what are people saying? But more than that, mentally, I think because we live in a world here, this is where I live, and my friends are here. For me, the industry was here. They didn't know for a very long time what I was doing. For them, it was only about, कि कोई पंजाबी film करके आई है. So it took a lot of time for me to have them understand that I was doing something back there.
Right.
And now people know
Yes,
of what's happening
of
in
course.
Punjab, not before that. No.
Now you're a producer and an actor. What are, I mean, the changes you felt as an actor after becoming a producer?
I've become a better actor. I was always a very easy actor to work with, and people always kept telling me that you're so easy to work with, you're a dream to... And I'd be like, ऐसा मैं क्या करती हूँ जो बाकी लोग नहीं करते हैं, because everybody comes to shoot, gets
Yeah.
ready, shoots and goes back home.
Yeah.
So I used to think कि होता होगा कि कोई 15-20 मिनट लेट आता होगा या कोई कुछ होता होगा. But now when actors make very weird, stupid demands that have nothing to do with the production,
Yeah.
nothing to do really with the show,
Yeah.
or nothing that really helps the product, I feel like, can't you see that ये आप सिर्फ बोझ बन रहे हो
Yeah.
उस प्रोजेक्ट पे जिसने आपको काम देना है, जिसने आपको फेम देनी है, जिसने आपको पैसा देना है, जिसने आपकी जिंदगी बनानी है.
Correct.
So imagine putting more burden on that. That's what I feel like they don't understand, and I think that's what I take off now from the producers, that at least मेरी साइड से आपको वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी.
So if I were to ask you, what is the weirdest demand that you have received from any actor or a crew member as a producer?
I had one person ask me कि आज हमने आपके सेट का डिनर नहीं खाया है तो आप हमें 50 रुपए प्रोटीन शेक के दे दोगे. लाइक ले लो, बट आई एम जस्ट स्टार्टिंग टू थिंक कि ये तो आप अपने लिए पी रहे हो ना, कि ये पी भी मेरे लिए रहे हो. एंड देयर लाइक, बट हम आपकी प्रोडक्शन में काम कर रहे हैं ना. तो मैंने कहा खा पी थोड़ी मेरे लिए रहे हो. लाइक
Correct.
खाना पीना तो अपनी जिंदगी के लिए ही कर रहे हो. गाइस, लाइक डोंट मेक इट लाइक एन ऑब्लिगेशन, लाइक यूर ईटिंग. लाइक इफ टुडे आई डिडंट गिव यू फूड, यू विल बी लाइक आई विल नॉट ईट.
Yes.
I feel artists need to understand this, that producers are obliged to give you a comfortable environment to shoot.
Yeah.
Like मैं तो personally I don't think that the producers have to give me everything.
Yeah.
वो अब मेरे को पैसे दे रहे हैं, उसी पैसे से मैं सब कुछ कर रही हूँ. But I think people just forget that. They want everything to be paid by the producer. Everything. Everything. I mean it.
Okay. So, have you ever felt, a sort of pressure to conform to a sort of like beauty standards that are being set by the society? Have you ever felt, that you have to meet these, or has anyone ever told you that, maybe, if you do it, if you keep your hair this way, or if you, act this way, this will do better? So, I mean, have you ever experienced that? And yeah, if yes, how did you like wave your way through it?
I think so many girls are falling for it. Please don't. If you're ever going to see this interview, stop having to put those injections and put all of that in your face. It's not helping you. You're not... it's such a temporary solution, like I feel like they don't understand that with age you look different at every step in your life. You're going to look different and you have to enjoy every phase of it. If you start to put in what you're putting in, I'm going to look maybe today I'll just maybe look sexy for about 3 to 4 years, but I'm also going to age 10 years younger. Why would you want to do that to yourself?
Correct.
And why would you want to put so many things in your face? You're not looking prettier, you're only looking like each other. Like now, everybody who's doing them is looking like each other. And it's the most terrible thing to do to yourself. I think if you accept who you are, you're prettier. There are actors that I've seen who are not very pretty looking, according to the beauty standards that people put them in. But when they come on screen, they light up your screen. I don't think Kajol had a beauty standard when she was doing the films that she was doing. She had those eyebrows, unibrow eyebrows. She was not the aesthetic Gora that people want people to look like.
Right.
But she was such a beautiful actress that you went beyond it. You found her pretty no matter what she did, and that's the beauty of being an artist. That you look pretty with what you do and not how you look. Because if it was about how you look, numerous girls can look like that. Artists and actors are not made in gyms and doctors' clinics. They are made at other places. Please join those.
Okay. Coming to your movie, you're playing a Chudail in the film, and I tried I mean, understanding the trailer, and to my best, I could understand it. But it looks like a very like fun take on the Chudail. The kind of Chudail that we've seen in Bollywood is very different.
Correct.
So, what was the shooting experience like, and what was your approach to the character? Because now, how do you know what a Chudail would do?
We've had this discussion numerous times because there are things in the script where you've seen it जहाँ पे वो मक्खी बन जाती
हाँ,
है ना. So I'm telling my writer, I said, पर ऐसा तो नहीं होता है ना कि मतलब चुड़ैल ये नहीं कर सकती. कहता अच्छा तू किसको जानती है? And I'm like नहीं मैं जानती तो नहीं. He's like it's a myth. सब सुनी सुनाई बातें. There is no actual थिंग ऑफ हैविंग टू से कि ये कोई कर सकता है. हम वो सब दिखाते हैं, अपने फिल्मों में देख लिया कि वो उठा सकती है हवा में, तो हम बिलीव करते हैं वो उठा सकती है. कहता वो भी हम में से किसी ने देखा नहीं है. दैट व्हाट इज द पावर दैट वन होल्ड्स. मोर देन दैट when you see the whole poster and when you see the light on it, it's more about magic that's there in life. It's not really about a chudail. It's about the stereotypes that we have put around women. लोग कहते हैं ना कि ये मेरा खून चूसती है. So that's what you saw in the trailer. कि वो कहता है किन्ना पिए, कि हर आदमी को लगता है कि उसकी वाली चुड़ैल है. और अगर असली में निकल जाए तो. So we are questioning all the stereotypes that are being put against women and how they feel like कि हमारी जिंदगी औरतों ने बर्बाद की है. So the entire film questions those stereotypes.
Talking about another social media sensation, that is your song Vehania, and it's just, I mean, it's everywhere. Everybody is, I mean, I kid you not, I'm obsessed with it. So I have to ask you, it's always fun to reunite with your partner on screen, but you tell me, what are the challenges that you face when you have to shoot with your partner on screen?
It's not so great. And me and Ravi are two really, we're very level-headed people, but we have very different creative choices. Like both of us can't have the same creative choice also. Na? Like, zaruri nahi hai, we don't watch the same kind of films.
Right.
We don't take the same kind of cinema in or read the same kind of books. So how he was looking at a song was very different than to how I was looking at the song, you know. So there is a mix of both that you get in this song, but हम बीच में समझ गए कि ओके ये वाला पार्ट इसको करने दो, ये वाला पार्ट सरगुन को करने दो, इसको रहने देते हैं वरना लड़ पड़ेंगे. So we maintained our distance in the creative field. But while we were shooting the song na, so I had gone for a film there.
Okay.
जब फिल्म खत्म हुई, so Ravi said I'm coming for our 10th anniversary, we'll celebrate it. और करते करते we came to a point where I said चलो गाना ही shoot कर लेते हैं types. So we had such a fun time. What you're actually seeing there, no?
Yeah.
We let our hair down. We were partying, they filmed us. We were having dinner, they filmed us.
Yeah.
It was actually a very real footage montage. So we didn't have to act or know do anything really specific to it.
Okay. So, I have to ask you this. When it comes to the Hindi film industry, we've only seen you in Katputli. The last I saw you was in Katputli. But if you wanted a big Bollywood debut, what would your scenario be like? Who would be the actor or director that you would want to
The world knows the actor will be Shah Rukh Khan. I don't think anybody wants another question to it.
Yes.
That should ideally be what my hero should be. There are so many directors, I would love to work with. I can't wait to work with somebody like a Sanjay Leela Bansali. I would love to do it's just the way he portrays his women is so different, and the way he looks at them is so different, On a very opposite polarity, I would love to work with a Zoya Akhtar.
Yeah.
I would love to work with a Reema Kadki. I would love to work with so many, Vidhu Vinod Chopra, and Karan Johar. I can't wait to do a film like that. So I feel like there are so many people in Bollywood. That's just the tick marks that one wants as an actor, and I hope that we get to work with as many as possible.
Thank you so much for joining us at ETimes, and it was such a lovely conversation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.